double your money back in 2 days.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the return, triumphantly, of course, of Price Check. My name is Octavian. It's good to have you all on board. I've hopped on the meta train and am playing a trapper, and I don't regret it one bit. But that aside, we're going to be price checking a stash tab full of items today. For those of you who are new to the series, perhaps with this league joining us, this is the series in which I go through a stash tab worth of gear. I check its price, as the name implies, and I do it live in front of a camera, giving my thoughts as I go so that you guys can hopefully learn a thing or two. So I've collected the requisite stash tab here from temples, maps, and an audit Ziri run or two. Those were pretty fun, though they don't have Alva in them, so a little discouraging to run them. And hopefully we find something good. Let's see. Not a great start. We've got 2 res rolls and a little bit of life, but the little bit of life does not go a very long way. As well as that, a pure evasion base is not too popular. There's a lot of great unique helmets, and a lot of the evasion stacking builds, i.e. Queen of the Forest, are going to be looking for as much speed as they can get, so Devotos make sense. Or, you know, maybe a rare evasion helmet, but it would have to be a bit better than this to be able to outcompete Devotos, or maybe Rat's Nest, since we're on softcore. No movement speed, pretty garbage life, bad res. Not really much to discuss there. We're looking at some flat accuracy and flat cold. That's really about it. Decent res total, a little bit of flat fizz, but no life, no stats. Some crit multi, but is low. Some percent ES, also low. Missing life, missing res. I'm going to be saying that about a lot of items. I have a feeling. If that life roll were better, this would actually be quite a good amulet. We've got 22 all attributes, a good base, strength and int. It's got some life, it's got a little bit of res on it. Somebody might actually be willing to compromise in the life department, because that is actually 22 life from the strength. So that's 58 life, 44 strength, 44 int, some dex, and a lightning res roll. Does it have an open suffix? No, it's full up. Yeah. So if it had a room for crafting, it would be even better, but I think we can list this and possibly get a sale. I'm not too confident in it, but maybe. Good amount of fire res. 63 fire res, but just some mana is not going to save it. We're looking at crit chance, damage over time, fizz damage with claws. Not really very synergistic. Since it's a crit chance with fire skills as well. I mean, you could play some sort of ignite claw, fizz to fire, melee skill build, but that does not sound like it's good or meta at all. So I don't think anyone's looking to buy. 31 crit multi is the only thing I see here. That, and also it's a chrome item, so hey, at least there's that. 33 crit multi, not a chrome this time, a little more disappointing than last. 45 life, but a collection of garbage. 5% fire damage is quite low, so it's 3 to 7 cold to attacks. The 34 ES isn't a terrible roll, but we already have a life roll, so we're kind of oriented in that direction, especially with life being favored in the meta right now. And some percent mana regen is not a hot item, not a hot roll. People don't really want that. Totem damage, cast speed with the staff, not super synergistic. Some crit chance, some life, some res, but they're all pretty low. Those are good stats, though. If these values were higher, I would try and sell those, especially because titanium is a good base, but, you know, life roll and all. A little bit of spell block. It's interesting, but not great. 37 life, some strength. Not enough to combine life and strength, unlike this one, to be worth considering selling on merit of that. We're not on jewels. We're looking for percent life. We're looking for attack speed. We're looking for crit multi. We're looking for percent damage rolls in that order. Attack speed and crit multi are fairly equivalent in value, I find. Percent life is king, and percent damage rolls are good, but kind of the bottom. And then even res and like mana gained on hit is a niche one. That can be pretty useful for some builds. But yeah, that's generally the list. There are some exceptions, of course, as there is with anything in this game. We've got crit chance, that can actually be pretty good too, and double attack speed, but doesn't have the meaty center of crit multi or life or something along those lines, so we're going to drop it. Decent res total, but no life or anything, and that's just trash. The only thing that has going for it is nothing at all. It's horrible. It's a terrible base, and all the rolls are bad. Goodbye. We did get one decent amulet that, did I not find this for a reason? No. Okay, we did get one decent amulet that I am thinking I'll start off at 10C. Seems a little generous. We're just going to go with 5. Hope to get a sale on that. Been attempting to 6-link this, not successful so far. But for now, we're just sitting on a life single res 6-link that I picked up for cheap. Picked up the base, crafted it myself. It was like 30-ish chaos for the base. That aside, where's my eval tab? There you are. Hopefully these wisdom scrolls carry us through the rest. I think I have enough. And I will be making a short video as well on what I've been up to this league and what I've been up to in regards to YouTube. Because I know it's been a little while since I released a video. I am still streaming daily though. So I know most of the people here on the YouTube follow me on Twitch anyway, but if you don't and you want to catch my live streams, the link will be in the description below. We're looking for life and movement speed and resistances on boots. It's pretty simple. Attack speed and fizz rolls on jeweled foils are the best. Ellie rolls can get by, but they're a lot more common, so they won't be quite as valuable. 65 life, really the only decent thing there. Some wed. I wish I could take that resin wed and put it on this belt with that life. Just smash them together. Make a conglomerate of the two. 28 wed. Wed on rings is pretty uncommon, so it's good to keep an eye out for it. This is an eye level 75 murderous eye jewel. It is still day 3 of the league. I'm going to check and see if that's worth something. I know a searching at that level would be, as I've sold a few. 25 movement speed, 2 res rolls. Does have an open prefix for crafted life. If this were day 1 or 2 of the league, like early day 2, day 1 of the league, I would have crafted life and sold these. I don't think that they're worth doing now, but I will check. It's actually got an okay life total. We'll put this up for a chaos or 2. We'll be pretty generous with that thing. 67 life, some cast speed. The base ring is bad, but the explicit stats are okay for some sort of caster, and it does have an open suffix, so it's a bit flexible. We'll put it up for 5C. And we got a % fizz roll, but it's quite low. It's even quite low for hybrid, so yeah. Goodbye. A little bit of crit multi too, but that won't save it.
May your maps be merciful.
And we're almost through the tab here. And let's do some checking of this stuff. So let me bring up my browser window. If OBS will load it. That is odd. It's not loading Chrome for some reason. Chrome, hello. Alright, well you guys are going to have to trust me that I'm searching this on the side because Chrome is not loading. I'm just looking at Hypnotic Eye Jewels item level 75 plus to see whether or not just the base itself has any value. Which it seems like there's a ton of them up for 1C, so I may as well try and... Oh, sorry, not Hypnotic. This is Murderous. This is Murderous. I got the base type wrong. I imagine it'll be the same, though. They have about equivalent drop rates, and the demand shouldn't be that much higher. Yeah. So I'll put that up for a Chaos. And OBS still has not loaded it, so I don't know what's up with that. These boots, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to just talk you guys through this, is I will search for 25 plus movement speed. I think that's the most valuable stat on it. Movement speed. We will look for a similar res total, which is 46 right here. So that could be off of one really good res, though I doubt people are up at high enough tier maps, or enough people are up at high enough tier maps for those to be common. Or most likely a combination of 2 or 3. Total elemental resistances, 45 or higher. And with a crafted life roll of, say, let's go with 50. This has like basically 60-ish life, so we'll do 50 as our low end. So life 50. Look at the stats collected like that. It doesn't seem that terrible, but they're up for like 1 chaos, and I'd be risking the cost of the craft, which at this point is not super significant currency-wise, but still is something. Every little bit counts in the first few days. So this, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure will sell. I'm actually going to leave the suffix open because not too many people have Elrian 8, if anyone. And they may want the suffix available to craft whatever they want themselves. And this, as I said, we'll put up for a chaos. So we can toss that up. And hopefully we get something decent here. Did have a few okay items, though. Early on, it's pretty unlikely that a stash tab full of stuff is not going to give me anything of any worth. Just 25 movement speed, nothing else. Try Ellie, but they're all pretty bad rolls and no attack speed. 64 life. I kind of want to vol this. 64 life and double res rolls. There's new vol implicits. That is a T6% fizz. Just check the tier anytime I see a % fizz roll in jeweled foil. There's new vol implicits, and some of them are pretty good, so we're going to see if we can hit one of them. 14% all res. So we've just upped the res total of this quite significantly, actually. That's, what is that? That's 42 more resistances added? Yeah, it's 30 plus 12, so 42. Plus, wow, that actually became a much better belt. That's it's not super high for life total for belts because, you know, leather belts exists and Stygian vises exist, but I still think we could charge like 10C for that. It's not a horrible belt. Cool. Well, that was a fun vol right there at the end, and voling has become a lot more potentially profitable. So if you get a half-decent amulet on a bad base, or belt on a bad base, or even ring on a bad base now, because you can get bleed immunity on a ring, which is really cool, which maybe I should do that on that iron ring. That'd be fun. Like, it would deny people the option to craft their own res, so we'd want to put a res on first. You know what? It's the league designed for voling things, so why not? I don't have too many alks though, so we're just going to throw in a little bit of light lightning resistance. A small little appetizer of lightning resistance, an aperitif, and we're going to see if we get something cool. We didn't. We ruined it.
How are your maps?
But you know, that happens. It's fine. At least the belt worked out nicely. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I'm going to be releasing these videos at least once or twice a week. So these will be coming out fairly frequently moving forwards. I don't know what my schedule will look like. And I do stream. I am on a regular schedule on my stream. I am there for 8 hours a day at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So feel free to tune in. I'll see you all then, or just in the next video, or never again in my entire life. I don't know. It's up to you. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.